Okay, boys, here we go with a commentating game, trying to get this thing going. In this specific game, we have ErikFrenz playing Niv-Mizzet, a pretty spicy brew that tries to go off. Normally, it used to be with Isoc Rev combo, and then casting infinite instants due to Isoc Scepter. But nowadays, with the advent of Dockside, he does something different. Then Alex has Tymna Kraum, typical blue farm, starts with a very hot turn with just Gemstone Cavern on turn 0. Ice is playing Jeska Tymna, that he is playing a Bomberman combo in the list, also probably multiple infinite mana lists and combos. And last but certainly not least, we have Ace on Mono Blue Azami, Lady of Scrolls. The Winken is Thoracle with the typical card of typical. Have you ever seen Thoracle win with Paradigm Shift? Tell me, have you ever seen it? Sit down and you might see it. Okay, ErikFrenz sent us off with a very fast turn of a turn 1 Volcanic Island into Mox Diamond, sacking a Flooded Strand. Well, discarding a Flooded Strand for a prismatic. No, wait. I forget the one. It's the one with Sunburst that you remove counters and another mana. I completely forget the name, and people are going to give me crap for this. Alex's second turn, holy mother! Alex's second turn goes and he plays Mana Crypt, Underground Sea, and with the luck counter on the Gemstone Commerce decides to Praetor's Grasp. Who's he gonna be? Oh, he's targeting Ace this time. Makes sense considering how the last game went, that Ace decided to go with a Conqueror's Flail Silence into a Bomberman for the win. Well, not into a Bomberman, you could say that the Adnos drawing him 20 cards gave him the game, which is what Adnos does. It just does that. Once it resolves, it's pretty obvious that he's gonna win. There's a high chance that Alex is gonna Praetor's Grasp the Adnos, so he also has it on load for when he wants to shoot it. Means that next turn the threat of an Adnos end of turn is very right there. And guess what? Guess what card is that the one that Blue Farm wants to cast the most? Peer to the Abyss, Necropotence. Those are valid options. But the number one card that Blue Farm wants to resolve is a freaking Adnos, because the card is balanced. After resolving the Praetor's Grasp, Ace and taps, starts his turn 0 with nothing and 1 card less in the library. Fun. Then, on his turn 1, plays a Verdant Catacombs, cracks it. He plays Badlands and into a gamble and shortcutting it to search for both cards that he's looking for. Let's see what he discards. Because if he discards LED, then things might actually be interesting for Ace. The mana requirement for trying to go golf with LED is changes from being basically 1, the Bomberman, costing 4 and then 2 to activate. That means it's 6 mana to go off. It's much more than it seems. Before, with Bomberman, you will need to get up to 4 to cast Bomberman, and then second LED cast adds mana to itself. This time the dice are just playing around with Ace, and he's not able to discard anything. Once you get the card, it's a Memnite. Useless. It's a sack outlet. It's not sack outlet, it's a sack target for Phyrexian Tower or Call the Weak. Then passes. Plays an LED and passes the turn. I like the guts on this guy. Then goes Azami, Thoracle deck, untaps with nothing, draws a card, plays an island, plays a mana crypt for a very quick start. We're already in a very fast game, this one. This is... Thanks. Oh, and he passes with 3 mana open. This could mean... He's playing mono blue. He has answers. ErikFrenz untaps and decides to cast a Rhystic Study after making a land drop. And let's see how these guys respond, because Rhystic Study is one of those cards that needs to be answered. And Cole decides to Swansong that. In response, Erik sacks and removes a counter from the rock that I forget the name, and decides to Flusterstorm their Swansong. That means the Rhystic Study resolves. And that means that ErikFrenz is pretty much ahead on this game, so far. Why is he so ahead in the game, you will say? Well, it's because he has 3 mana, possibly 4, compared to the 3 of Cole right now. He's gonna make a land drop, but there's also the advantage of always having the stacks effect there to draw cards. Alex starts his turn by tapping everything and tries to go off with Ad Nos. This is probably one of the best moments he could try to go off with Ad Nos, considering that Cole has no counters and ErikFrenz has nothing. So he flips a Force of Will at start. Then flips a Swansong, a Winds of Rebuke, Imperial Seal, so far nothing. Well, oh, Brain Freeze. That's interesting. That's a peer into the abyss. Take 8, sir. LED, Dark Red. I don't know he has open mana. That's a Oracle. All land, nobody cares about that. But he has Oracle. Land. He has Thoracle combo in hand. That's a Hull Breacher. That's a Cabal Rid. What else do you need, Alex? You have Force of Will, Thoracle. So there's a very easy way of winning, which is... Guess what? Thoracle, in response to trigger Tainted Pact, nuke your library. Fun. Okay, so what's it gonna be, Alex? Are you gonna keep those or are you gonna keep digging? What are you looking for? He needs mana filtering. He needs blue mana. He keeps going. Land, Spell Pierce, useless. Useless, Flusterstorm. Land, oof. Fellwar, oof. There's a high chance he might die here. 4. He keeps going at 4? DT at 1. This guy is living on the edge. He likes to live dangerously. Okay, so what's he gonna start with? Sol Ring? 3 black mana, Sol Ring, and only a Fellwar Stone for filtering. Oh, he has Kraum. Never mind, he has Kraum. He wins. Why? Okay. Oh, it's because he has no mana floating. Okay. He has no mana floating. This guy's risking it all for it. He's risking it for the biscuit. Cast a Dark Red, he has 3 black floating. With those 3 black floating, What's gonna be? I will say Soul Ring. Yes, there you go, Soul Ring. Soul Ring into Fel War, keeping 2 black open, and you will need only 1 more blue. Cabal Ritual for having 4 black, place a DT with having 2 black floating. I probably would have played with 1 black, played Soul Ring since it's literally free mana. And decides to fetch a card. High chance it might be Mox Opal or something to get blue mana, so he can cast Thoracle. He has no mana open with that. Oh, he decides to go Dockside. Dockside will net him 4 or 5 mana. That's actually a pretty smart play. In response to the Dockside, Ace decides to crack LED and nuke his hand. At this point, there's no point in playing this game anymore. Alex has all the responses and the wink on his head. And Alex wins! It's just a matter of just doing the motions. Yeah, there goes Thoracle and then Tainted Pact. Oh, Consultation. Yeah, then he has Erik tried to go with a response of Pyroblast, but Alex has too many counters in hands to do anything about it. There's just nothing they can do about it. And Alex wins!